part of this Abhiyan, this year the ministry has, apart from hoisting the flag in the every office and all individual houses and wherever you are residing at, they also included like Tiranga Yatra and Tiranga rallies, runs, and concerts on Tiranga, and a kind of canvas about the pride and the values of national flag among the societies. And also in the website, HAR TIRANGA website, there is a portal or there is a link to take the pledge about the value on the respect of the national flag. You will be getting a certificate when you complete the pledge. And there is a slot where you can upload the selfie figures with the national flag. So all these initiatives been given as a task. It is not a mandatory, but we should consider it as it's a part of our life. So we have to take it as a self-initiative events, and we should take part in these events. And I request and I urge all the students to make maximum contribution in uploading your selfies with the flags and taking the pledge of HAR TIRANGA and submit all those documents in your respective department so that it can be accumulated later. It can be uploaded into the university portal, where university is going to submit the whole document to the ministry. So it is a part of a wonderful occasion, and it is a happy occasion actually. Rather than looking at all these activities as a duty, we should take as a sportive an activity, and as a nation, as a citizen of this pride nation, and the kind of value that we give this revered flag Tiranga, and we takes it as an initiative and also make the people in and around us to contribute more and participate in these kind of abhiyans. So this is the core objective behind this abhiyan, and I request all of you to contribute also to make others to participate in this event. That is the real success, and the many number of selfies that are going to be uploaded in the name of Pondicherry University will uphold the name of our university in the international or in the national level portal. Shows that how much we are sincerely working on this kind of a selfless abhiyans given by the government of India. Thank you very much. Good day.
Thank you, Dr. Ismail. Now I invite our Professor Clement Sagaraj Lutz, the Director, Cultural Relations, for his felicitation address.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Librarian, Professor Rao, Dean Students Welfare, Professor Humayun, Professor Santosh Kumar, scholars, faculty from the other departments, and invited guests and students. First of all, I very much appreciate the initiative taken by the Students Welfare Dean for organizing this important program, even though we have been asked to do by the central government, because this is the time to know that we should devote much time to patriotism. And there is a very famous saying by Dr. Johnson, the first English lexicographer, but unfortunately he has given only a negative statement about patriotism by saying patriotism is the last refuge for scoundrels. It is the last refuge for scoundrels. That means under patriotism there are a lot of people misusing it under the cover of patriotism and doing all sorts of bad things for the society. And that is why I always used to say and tell the students that these type of feelings cannot be installed into the minds of the individuals, and it should come out spontaneously. The feeling of the spirit, your interest in the country, your interest in the fellow human beings, all should come naturally to you, not by our directions. In fact, this particular program is meant not for the students alone, but we have invited all the faculty too. But how many faculty are here? If you put that question, then that question will remain forever and we won't be able to get the proper answer. Even if you get the answer, it would be very disappointing. That is why I am telling you that this is a quality that is inborn in the individuals. We are Pondicherrians and we must be knowing poet Bharati, who lived here for some time. And he wrote all the inspirational songs about freedom from here only. And the house where he stayed in has been converted into Bharati Memorial. There, of all the patriotic songs of Bharati, I like one particular song which not only tells us that we will get freedom one day, but the poem tells that we got our freedom at the time when we haven't got the freedom. ஆடுவோமே பல்லு பாடுவோமே ஆனந்த சுதந்திரம் அடைந்து விட்டோம் என்று. Just think about that. ஆனந்த சுதந்திரம் அடைந்து விட்டோம் என்று ஆடுவோமே. No poet will go to this extent of saying that we already got the freedom, what next? He never said that we will be getting freedom after some time, or he never said that we will be getting freedom subsequently. But just like a prophet, he says we got the freedom. To that extent, those people are involved in the freedom movement and they have got that patriotic spirit in them. As a student of literature, I should tell you, there is a Gandhian whirlwind period which has been pointed out by a great scholar M.K. Nayak in his very famous book, Survey of Indian English Literature. When the freedom movement is going on, it is getting reflected in literature also, Indian English literature. Because at that time, I need not tell you, 3 great novelists were writing their novels, Indian English novelists they are called. That means Indians writing in English. Who are they? They are called as Big Trio. That means Big 3. The Big 3 are Mulkraj Anand, Raja Rao and R.K. Narayan. Mulkraj Anand was the first one who came out with 2 important novels connected with the Indian freedom movement. One is Coolie, the other one is Untouchable. And when Mulkraj Anand was writing Untouchable, he wanted to take the manuscript, the entire manuscript to Mahatma Gandhi, who was living at that time, to get the approval. Because Gandhi is the one who never liked novels. And in fact, he thought that novel is something that would totally, distract the people into some other world, the world of their imagination. But time is not like that. This is the time we have to work together for the freedom. What is the point in escaping into a world of the novelist choice? That is not the real world, it is the world of illusion. Therefore, he simply took it with great hesitation of what Gandhi would say about the manuscript, about the novel he has written. But Gandhi said, how many pages? 520 pages, sir. It's all about the freedom movement only. And this would stimulate the people to understand the freedom so that they will start doing something good for the country. Is it so? But I don't like novel reading. But anyway, I will go through your novel and tell my opinion tomorrow. 520 pages manuscript. That night he completed. Next morning, Mulkraj Anand came to get the opinion from Mahatma Gandhi about the quality of his work. Do you know what Mahatma Gandhi said? It's good, worth publishing. And gave the manuscript to him. Then only Mulkraj Anand understood there is something went wrong, because the size of the manuscript, not 520 now, it has been reduced to only 200. All the other 250 pages were torn off by Mahatma Gandhi and thrown into the dustbin. Mahatma Gandhi simply ignored all the scenes that depict about nature, that depict about the environment, etc. According to him, tell the people the reality. Don't escape from reality. What is the point in talking about nature? What is the point about poets are doing it? So in the novel, you should tell the truth. And you should not simply cheat the people into thinking that this is the world. This is the world where we live in. No. That means what? You are mesmerizing them into thinking that this is the real world, but this is the world you are creating. Therefore, I have simply thrown away those pages that deal with nature, etc., which are not real, but be realistic, and publish only this 200 pages manuscript, not more than that. And Mulkraj Anand says, I understood about the way of writing the novel, how to do it only from Mahatma Gandhi, who is not a man of literature. But 100% Mulkraj Anand is the man of literature. And the second one is Raja Rao. He came out with a very famous novel called Kandabra. And in fact, people say that this is a kind of a Kandabrana of the entire freedom movement. And when Raja Rao wrote this Kandabra, he brought in Mahatma Gandhi as a character. For the first time, Mahatma Gandhi appears as a character in the novel. The protagonist himself is Mahatma Gandhi, and how he talked to the people, and how he sermonized, and how he made the people to understand the importance of freedom. Gandhi himself comes as a character. That is one of the main points in that particular book. And when the two great writers, after writing the novels on the freedom movement, people expected that R.K. Narayan will also do that. But for a long time, R.K. Narayan did not write anything about the Gandhian movement. But at last he came out with a wonderful novel. Every one of you should read it. It is Waiting for Mahatma. That is the title of the novel. He is so much interested in the prestige of the flag, even though he keeps on shedding blood all over his head. He never thought that this is painful, but more painful is a kind of disrespect you show to our national flag. And you may ask me, sir, what I can do for the country. Because I am doing my work, later I will get a job, there also I will be getting my salary, and then I will be doing my work very dutifully. Good. But what extra thing that you are doing, that alone matters. I am an artist, and I send my portrait sketches to the then Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal N.C. Suri, PVSM, AVSM, ADC. And the moment he saw it, I got commissioned for making the picture of nearly 15 aircraft flown by number 1 squadron of our Indian Air Force. Suddenly this request came from none other than our own Chief of the Air Staff. I was wonderstruck. Here is an opportunity that I can contribute my small mite for our mighty nation. Otherwise, how can I get that? And this comes from such a great person, N.C. Suri himself. Then immediately I accepted the offer. And after that, the time given to me, just 15 days. I have to complete 25 aircraft, telegram after telegram, and in those telegrams, they will say that where the aircraft has to be modified. They will send the small pictures, worn-out pictures, and I have to work on them, and then complete the picture to the highest perfection they need. After that, such a big one will be sent to the Indian Air Force headquarters. And for nearly 15 days, mind you, I could not eat properly and I could not sleep properly. Because they are celebrating the Diamond Jubilee. Before that, it has to go to Indian Air Force Museum. Comments are given to me every now and then. But somewhere or other, I completed everything and submitted it just 2 days before the due date. And I was greatly appreciated. And now I am enjoying the benefits even now. because they are permanently exhibited at Indian Air Force Museum at Gwalior. Anybody can go there and anybody can see my aircraft sketches exhibited by the Indian Air Force. And if you ask me one question, sir, you have been introduced as an artist and we all know that you are an artist. What actually gives you a kind of feeling that you have done something good, and which appreciation that you got seems to be the foremost appreciation in your life? I would say the time when I am making this aircraft is supposed to be the best of all my experiences in my life. And now they are keeping it in the Indian Air Force Museum at Gwalior. That is supposed to be the highest prize that I got for all the contributions that I made in my life, ever since my 4th year as a boy sketcher, and it goes on till now. Therefore, whenever you get an opportunity, maybe a very little one of this kind, grab that opportunity and try to utilize it. And you all belong to this Indian Air Force. You stimulate the other people into thinking that it's supposed to be the best one. And even if you recommend this to some people and make them join this Air Force, then that is also we consider to be a small contribution. That's all. We don't want miracles to happen, but miracles can happen because of this. Because every good deed, idea, or anything of that kind starts only from a small seed sown into our land. Thank you so much.
Now I invite Mr. Vijay Kumar, Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, the librarian, Pondicherry University, for the presentation.
Good morning to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, who is plowing the seeds of plants of developments in the campus. Respected the Director, Cultural and Cultural Relation, who is giving the joy of art to the, not only for the Pondicherry University community, for the entire world, and to be pride for designing the art for the benefit of the Indian Air Force. The Dean Student Welfare, who opened the doors to conduct the program on HAR TIRANGA, the collaboration with Associate NCC Officer, Program Coordinator, NSS. That well, we are celebrating this program since 75th anniversary of Independence Day. The motto of this program is to build the national pride, unity, and also to elevate the patriotism. You know why? There is something is there, out of sight is out of mind. If there is a communication gap between you and your friends, you and your relatives, then there will be a gap will be there. So to overcome this gap, the Government of India initiated HAR TIRANGA to make it display of the national flag in front of our house, so that we can have a pride on our nation. We can have a pride on the national flag. By seeing every day, by default, we will get the patriotism. In this regard, I will be thankful to our authority, because Government of India initiated HAR TIRANGA, but our Pondicherry University authorities initiated the HAR campus building TIRANGA by distributing the national flag to all. Thank you and all.
தாயின் மணிக்கொடி பாரி அதை தாழ்ந்து பணிந்து புகழ்ந்திட வாரி. Says our mother tricolor flag is to see, and it is to be prized with polite and most respect. That is the meaning of the one. Now I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor to distribute the national flags to various stakeholders of our university. followed by his inaugural address. Now I invite our Vice Chancellor to hand over the national flag to our Director, Cultural and Cultural Relations.
Good afternoon everyone. Respected Director, Culture and Cultural Relations, Professor Clement Sagar has closed this. Our librarian, Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, and our Dean Student Welfare, Professor S. Venkat Rao, and Deputy Dean Student Welfare, Dr. C.B. and Flight Lieutenant Dr. S. Humayun, Associate NCC Officer, and Dr. C. Satish Kumar, Program Coordinator NSS, and all the Director DD is here, all the Deans, HODs, and students, and the NCC NCC officers. Good afternoon everyone. So we have assembled here to celebrate HAR TIRANGA. So this, as the other speakers have already mentioned, we have started this in 2022, and our some of the speaker also told. So we have a confusion with Republic and Independence, and the same thing here also. Maybe some of you may be wondering, what is this for? Why we have to assemble here and get the flag? We can get the flag outside also. Why we have to get it? Correct? This confusion may come. Definitely this should come. And if some of you know this, it is good. So I am just telling those who only hear this and only attend this without understanding. For this I thought I will use this, talk about this. So as all of us know, as there is a different flag code for different nations. Even when we see the Olympic also, the winners, they get the flag and then put it on their shoulders, and they celebrate their nationality, and that is the way it goes. But our country, we have flag code, and until 2022 our flag code was different, and we were not authorized to raise our flag in our home. Only authorized people can raise their flag, and also at 6 o'clock we have to fold it and put it in our, that is the respect. But now at 2022 they thought that whether this restriction is necessary, and students, younger students and the public, they are being restricted for not hosting it by seeing whether they may disrespect the flag. Correct? So it is like the Independence Day is like our birthday. Correct? We celebrate our birthday and share our happiness each other. Otherwise, what is there? Nothing. It is not for having a new dress or cutting a cake. It is not that. That is the main thing is our feeling, sharing the. We have done it. We have last year we have done it, we are going to get another year. So let this year be good for us. That is the way we celebrate our birthday. Same thing for this independence also. So we have crossed 75 years, correct? So we are going to have another year. We are going to work for the country. So this is the happy moment, correct? So why we have to restrict the public? Let them celebrate by flagging, hosting the flag at their home, by not disrespecting the flag also. So that is why the country, the government has changed a little bit our flag codes. This is well also discussed in the national level, and from that year onwards, we were celebrating additionally. You may also wonder, earlier it used to be only one day flag hosting and then getting the chocolate and then go away. Why this HAR TIRANGA, correct? 3 days event and then the week-long event. Why this thing to be? Celebration is always celebrations. It is not only this week. Every day we have to celebrate India. But this is for every day we can celebrate our birthday. But we don't do, because on that day only we do. Why? Because we celebrate, we think about this. Same thing here also. We have to think about our country, how we are surviving here with the great sacrifice of our freedom fighters. We have to remember this. Otherwise, we will forget. When we forget our responsibility, it is very dangerous. How we got it? It is like our parents. If we forget about the gratitude, if we forget about our sacrifice, our parents, we cannot go in the right direction. We may think that, especially students, and even to me also, we thought that I have fallen from heaven, so I have nobody to respect. Then my future will be disastrous. Same thing here also. So we have to respect our the freedom fighters. We have to think about their sacrifices, and we have to celebrate also this. The kind of the sacrifice our freedom fighters have done, it is innumerable. We cannot think also what type of freedom independence we are celebrating now. We can do everything, whatever you want. Earlier it is not possible. And this is the way we have to think. We are all born, even me also, we born after independence. But before this, it is not so. We cannot, we have to expect whatever the British were deciding. We are here, but they have to decide our future. If possible, see the kind of life we were all going through before independence. So now it is highly populous country, but still we have full freedom, and we have of course youngsters are having the kind of the expectations from the government, from any organization. It should be. That is the way we have to always. Idealism is different, the reality is different. There is always room for improvement, any organization, even for your life. You want to wake up at 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock, it's not possible. But still, you will go to the next day. Yes, I will do it tomorrow. So there is always, you want to complete your syllabus today. Yes, it is not possible. Yes, I want to buy a big gift for my parents. It's not possible. Yes, let me try next year. So there is always room for the improvement. But still, we have to see what great things we have as a country, what great things we are enjoying, and how much gratitude we have to have for our freedom fighters, for our national leaders, how they are taking our nation into very high level. We could have seen what was happening in Sri Lanka, now what is happening in Bangladesh, and what was happening in the Afghanistan, and then what is happening in Pakistan. You can see the neighbor, even Nepal. But whereas our country is progressing, just think the highly populous country, we are progressing, competing with very big, well-planned nations. It is not as you think, it is not very simple. So we are progressing well, and of course there is a time for doing everything. I also told in the last year's speech, 75 years in democracy is very less. It is like a 1 or 2 years baby. So you cannot expect a 1 or 2 years baby to complete PhD. Even the 300 years old US democracy, they are facing lot of issues today. Correct? So you would have seen what was happening to the Trump during his speech. This is the challenge. These are the challenges for the human race. So with these challenges, we are progressing well, and we have to celebrate this. That's why this distribution of the Tiranga, it is organized. So this is the time we have to celebrate. This is the celebration mode for us. Yes. So, and also bring our memories, what was earlier and what is today. Correct? In your birthday also, what was earlier, what has happened last year, today I am here. Okay, that is the celebration. Same thing for our country also. So government is doing this to improve the importance of this independence, to bring the more understanding for the public as well as youngsters about the independence, and that is the reason we are celebrating this. And in our university also we have arranged it. A series of events are there. Today we are distributing this, the flag. As I told you, it was not earlier we are allowed to post the flag in our home. Now you are allowed. Please go to the flag code. So follow this, but celebrate it. Okay, so have it from our DSW office, and then celebrate this. So we have got the new freedom. We have got the celebration of our independence by hosting it, and we are series of events also arranged in our university. So as I told you, the reason for this is to understand what has happened, to understand the importance, and also to understand how much gratitude we have to have our freedom fighters. So these are the moment we have to understand this. That's why we are here, and we are doing this. I thank the DSW office, the Dean Student Welfare and Deputy Dean Student Welfare, and NCC office, and then the NSS office, and then volunteers. I thank everyone who are all assembled here for attending this function and arranging this function. So I thank you one and all. Thank you.
Now it's time for showing our sense of gratitude. First, I would like to thank sincerely, wholeheartedly, our Honorable Vice Chancellor for having accepted our invitation to, in spite of his busy schedule, even in the morning he was held up in the international conference at the, which was conducted by School of Education. He said between 12 o'clock he said, and on time he arrived. And you are always inspiring to the younger generation, sir. Most always motivating the younger generation. Really thank you very much on behalf of my own and all our team. Thank you so very much. And also I would like to thank the Director, Cultural and Cultural Relations, Professor Clement Sagaraj Lutz, Sir, really we are all addicted for your speech, those most, and as I said, you are an artist, and also when you speak, you always quote with your own domain, English literature. So that is really, the way you portray it is very, very much attracted by, definitely by this younger generation. And always, as Sir said, DSW Sir said, you are always on time. Thank you so very much for your motivation, sir, and thank you very much. Now I would like to thank the librarian, sir. Sir, we have included him in the last moment. Don't mistake us, but anyways, thank you so very much for giving time for us and also providing the seminar hall with your staff and all the assistants. Thank you so very much from all our team. And also I would like to thank the DSW Dean Students Welfare Sir, Venkatrao Sir. We are associating with you so many programs. You are always guiding us, and you are always, he said yesterday, sir, Satish, you can call me at any time. Don't think that you are calling me at late in the night. So that much freedom you are giving to us, sir. We are always very grateful to you and the Madam, CB Madam, Professor CB Madam, the Deputy Dean Students Welfare for your valuable time and encouragement. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to thank the Director DDE. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable presence here. And also, I would like to thank the deans and heads of the departments, like starting from Madam Professor Lakshmi Madam. Thank you so much, Madam, for all the way you come to here, and Professor Vinod Sir from Physical Education and Sports, Dr. Rekha Madam, and the Deputy Director Physical Education and Sports, a good friend Dr. Praveen Sir, other faculty members and my fellow colleagues, the program officers of NSS, Dr. Santosh and Dr. Madhu, for your valuable presence. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to thank various staff members of our university, especially from the Public Relation Office. Good friend Vimal is here always. For 3 days we are calling and keep on calling. Even this morning also we called him many times, and having arranged all the matters which is involved in this program. Thank you so much. And also thank the various department scholars, research scholars, students, and most importantly our NCC cadets and NSS volunteers. Thank you so very much for your presence here, and definitely take up all the words. Please to respect our national flag and give on 15th we show our through selfies and various documents. Thank you very much. And also I would like to thank the media, INR and team. Sir, thank you so very much for your wonderful coverage. You are always with all the programs. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank each and every one of you gathered here for your wonderful presence. Thank you so much. And also I forget to thank my fellow colleague, Mail sir, in the NCC. Sir is always being with us anytime. Sir could not join yesterday because he was in the conference, and he said today he will come, definitely. And before 11 o'clock he arrived here and he was calling me, Satish, I am on the spot. So thank you so much, Mail sir. Thank you. And thank each and every one of you.